Hello, this is Coffee Break with Ninita, a daily guide of coping skills that gets us through by making us strong. We are going to talk about the third rule. And the third rule is finding a way of changing half things that we must keep outside our memory bank, find a way keeping them. So the first is clean the room. Take everything out, good or bad, prep the room, our minds. Take the nails off, fill the holes, paint the room with a coat, warm, happy, optimistic, loving, empowering tone of voice. In everything we say and in everything we do. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2 is only bring back into the room all that is good, that helps us stay whole, helps us act whole. And rule number 3 is figuring out what we can do. The rest of the things that we don't want them because they make us act in a halfway. Well, with those things, while we keep them still outside our minds, meaning we do not internalize them, we start developing the behavior, which is an exercise, where the things that are very hurtful, that could act like nails, treat them as opportunities to practice and establish whole ways behaving. Insults, injustice, hurtful things, disappointments, all of those things, once we look at them as opportunities for practicing staying whole in half situations, in time we find out that the more challenges that develop, the more we strengthen our whole tone of voice, because our attitude changes, shifts. And instead of saying, why is this happening to me? I begin to look at that as an opportunity, as a challenge of how I can keep a whole tone of voice when the other person is provoking, is disappointing, is hurting. And by me keeping that kind of focus, I accomplish 2 things. First, protect my memory from hurtful new memories, protect my mind from hoarding bad memories, and instead, not only I'm protecting my mind from these memories, but I'm actually using these events, these memories, as an exercise to strengthen my whole tone of voice. As I go on doing that exercise, in time I find out that my whole tone of voice is very powerful and it impacts people in more ways, more positive ways than one can think. In fact, this is why bad things happen to good people, because good people know how to use bad things in strengthening their goodness. And instead of letting the bad things crush them and cause them to feel stuck, we see that no matter how many bad things happen, and that's why we call them good people, then they have a tendency of maintaining a whole attitude, a positive attitude, talking with a tone of voice that expresses warmth, happiness, optimism, love, empowering, because they are doing exactly what Stay Whole is suggesting to do. And we can all do that. And you know what that means? If we can all do that, then the whole world is going to be filled with better people, because the halfness will have no way to grab on and ruin and spoil and cause good people to feel stuck.
We thank you for listening to Coffee Break with Ninita. Our goal is to help our StayWHOLE community work through their challenges. Please join this cause by supporting us on Patreon. You can do that for the price of just 1 cup of coffee per month. Just click on the Patreon link in the podcast description below, or simply visit us at www.patreon.com/StayWHOLE. We appreciate you and hope we can help you stay whole.